Aloha mai kako. You are watching Hawaii Political Reporter.
I want to talk about how important this U.S. Senate race is for the people of Hawaii and our country, because there's so much at stake and there's such a contrast between Republicans and Democrats. Now, my Republican opponent, Linda Lingo, is the #1 draft pick of the Republicans nationally because they want her to be one of the 4 votes that the Republicans need nationally to totally take control of the United States Senate. What would that mean to Hawaii? It would mean, well, first, Senator Inoue would lose the chairmanship of the Appropriations Committee, which would be bad for Hawaii and the rest of the country, because that is the most powerful committee in the United States Senate. They will repeal Wall Street reform so that the very people who got us into this terrible economic crisis in 2008 will be able to go back to what they were doing. So they would repeal Wall Street reform. Then they would change Medicare into a voucher system that will result in our seniors having to pay a lot more for health care. So for these and so many other reasons, well, we're at a school right now, a charter school. They would want to cut federal support for education by 30%, and that means that the state is going to have to find 30% more, millions and millions of dollars to help charter schools, to help our schools. So those are the kinds of priorities that the Republicans have, and Linda Lingo is their candidate to help them press that agenda. This is why I'm running, to make sure that doesn't happen, and instead we ought to be focusing on job creation. We ought to be focusing on helping our seniors. We ought to be focusing on keeping our commitments to veterans. There are thousands of them coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan. They need training, they need health care, their families need help, they need jobs. Those are the things that I care about.
I like the way your priorities are set up. It really is important, because I am getting older now, that you're really winning it for me. I like the way you're sounding great.
And of course, as I said, we're in a school, and my commitment is to our public schools to make them as good as they can be so that our young people can succeed in school and in life. And we start with the foundation of quality early education. And I am a national voice and advocate for quality early education in all of our schools. So I work with them on quality early learning projects.
So within learning, do you see ways to motivate young people that are not being utilized now?
I was talking with one of the students here, and she said she really believes in project-based learning, which I believe in too. You know why? Because project-based learning is you learn by doing, and most of us learn by doing, not by sitting at a desk and reading a book and trying to figure out, oh, how does that work? So that's one of the ways to get our students very engaged in what they're learning, and then to also, of course, have really terrific teachers who know what they're teaching, who can motivate their students, who are able to get their kids excited about what they're learning through things like project-based learning.
Gee, that's hands-on. That reminds me of when I was a kid, we had apprenticeship programs, which has been lost, and I thought that's the way we should go all along.
And now it's even more than that, because we have project-based learning that will really push our students into getting interested in science, technology, engineering, and math. And a number of the kids that I talk with here said they love math, they love science. Music to my ears.